Hey everybody, this is Blue Blade Studios here. Welcome to episode 4 of Blue Blade's Christmas Cinema. This episode's going to be a little different. I don't have lighting, I may be slightly out of focus, and it's just not going to look as great as the others, even though they didn't look that great to begin with, but yeah, things have happened. Also, today's was supposed to be the Black Christmas review, but some things happened, and so I have postponed it for tomorrow on Friday, which will be day 5. So instead, I'm going to do day 5's instead, and that was Santa Claus is Coming to Town. Santa Claus is Coming to Town is the final Rankin Bass special we'll be looking at through this series. It's basically an origin story for Santa Claus. It shows him as a baby, him being in Sombertown, him being founded by the Kringle family. He grows up surrounded by toy makers and takes the toys to Sombertown, meets a penguin named Topper, but the Burgermeister who controls Sombertown doesn't like toys because he fell on one in a really funny scene.
Burgermeister, Meisterburger!
And the children are upset that he bans toys, but Chris comes in, he saves the day for them. He's caught by the Burgermeister, but he gets out of there, but eventually he's caught by Winter Warlock. But he gets out of it by offering him a toy. He melts the icy heart of Winter Warlock, and they become friends. At the same time, he gets involved with the children's school teacher named Jessica, who acts as his helper. Because of how much the children love all the toys, Chris decides to go back to Sombertown every night and give them toys. The Burgermeister does several things to try and stop him, but he keeps coming up with a new idea to keep giving the children toys. Eventually though, Chris and everyone involved with him is caught and thrown in prison. But eventually Jessica escapes and gives some magical corn to some reindeer, and that gives them the ability to fly, introducing the 8 flying reindeer, with Rudolph even making a cameo. In the end, Chris and Jessica marry, she becomes Mrs. Claus. He changes his name to Santa Claus. The first Christmas tree is found. They go to the North Pole, build the workshop and the castle, and then Christmas as we know it happens. So I've already talked about the stop motion part in my Rudolph video, and I gotta say the stop motion is just as good in this as it was in Rudolph. Perhaps it's even better.
You better watch out. Better not cry. Better not pout.
Why?
I'm telling you why.
Yeah?
'Cause I came to town. And look what I brought.
Santa is a really good character, of course. Mickey Rooney does a really good performance. And it's neat seeing all the stuff that we attribute with Santa and just see how they were invented. Like on one night when he goes to Sombertown and all the doors are locked, he decides he's going to use the chimney to get into the houses. Or when the guards decide to start searching the houses of all the people in Sombertown, he decides to use the stockings to hide the toys instead.
More toys?
Topper is the wonderful little pet sidekick, and he's honestly really funny. With Jessica, I really like how supportive she is of Chris and everything that he's trying to do. And it's nice in the end when you see that she turns out to be Mrs. Claus.
I shall get him when he returns. He's got to cross my mountain on the way home. And then... no more being the nice guy.
Winter Warlock, or Winter as he likes to be called, is another one of my favorite characters from this. I like how he becomes friends with Chris after his icy heart gets melted. And he does play some important part to the story, with him helping make the very first Christmas tree with his magic, to having the magic corn that give the reindeer the ability to fly. My 2 favorite characters though are Burgermeister Meisterburger and his assistant.
I hate toys, and toys hate me.
They're both really funny. I love the Burgermeister and just how over the top he is and how he puts into place these ridiculous rules, all because he slips on a toy and it makes him fall and he has to wear a pillow on his butt. And Patsy is also really funny. I absolutely love his voice.
Excuse me, sir, but you're breaking your own laws. What? What do you think? What? Ooh, I have been bamboozled. Arrest him! Arrest him!
Another character I also like is Special Delivery Klugler, or SD for short. When you first see him, he kind of has this little charm to him, and it really is neat. He also acts as sort of like Sam the Snowman from Rudolph, being the narrator of this story. The songs are also pretty good. I don't remember all of them. I do remember Difficult Responsibility, both times, although I like the Burgermeister version more than Chris's mom and her version. One Foot in Front of the Other is probably my favorite song, though, because I absolutely just love how it shows everyone just walking through the door. It's absolutely funny. In the show Bob's Burgers, there's an episode called Kids on a Train, and one of the characters in this episode looks identical to the Burgermeister. So I gotta say, out of all the Rankin Bass stuff that we've talked about, this one's definitely my second favorite out of the three. I do like this one a lot. Not as much as Rudolph, but definitely more than Frosty. And I do gotta say, it's one that I definitely think many people should watch, especially with the whole importance it has to Santa Claus. And yeah, that was episode 4 of Blue Blade's Christmas Cinema. Once again, this whole thing is just not really going that well. It's not really a good day, but I'm committed to still do this. Next episode will be Black Christmas, and this whole setup will be much better. Until then, this is Blue Blade Studios, signing off.